Welcome to the Real Female Entrepreneurs. Today's guest is a walking masterclass in identity, intellect, and impact. She blends finance with storytelling, leadership with lived experiences, and purpose with precision. From authoring a powerful book on belonging to amplifying global voices through her podcast. Can't wait to hear about it. You guys are going to love it. She proves you can be analytical and deeply human, no boxes required, smart, soulful, and globally minded. Please help me welcome Urmi Hossain. Welcome, Urmi. You know what, guys? It's so amazing. She is the host of Stories Beyond Borders. I cannot wait to hear all these intellectual and all these international stories that she has. Welcome.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
I am just so excited because you have such a unique story. And I love the fact that you share stories of other people so much. I want to know what sparked the interest for you to start this because you have a full-time job in finance. I mean, you're like all that and then some, and then you started this. What sparked it?
Yes, I would say my interest in starting my podcast was because I was getting invited to many podcasts as a guest. And I told myself enough of my story. Now it's time to create a platform where people can share their stories, stories related to immigration, stories related to cultures. And so that's how Stories Beyond Borders started. And I like the idea of being the host of a show, like having my own creation, and it was a lot of work. There is a lot of thoughts that goes into it. You really have to think about little details, the introduction, the ending, how you want to format it, what's the best way for you to release it. And especially because I'm having a full-time job, I was like, can I do this every day? So I had to come up with my own way of managing it. And I liked the theme, the topic of it, because it's very close to my heart when it comes to stories of immigration, and I thought that was the best way to start the podcast.
In your book, tell us about your
Yeah.
book and how it all links together because I think it's just an amazing story.
So my book is called Discovering Your Identity: A Rebirth from Interracial Struggle. And it talks about my life in Italy as a South Asian woman. So I'm born and raised in Italy, and my parents are from Bangladesh. And I make a comparison between the two cultures in the book and how I was trying to fit in. And I talk about my struggles in trying to fit in and not feeling like I was enough of either one of the two cultures. And the book was self-published. I was like, I don't need a publisher. I can do it on my own. And that's how I created it.
So, with that amazing story and what you've learned, what would you go back and tell your 18-year-old self?
That you don't have to have all the answers to your questions.
Yeah. Mostly everybody wants all the answers beforehand, and
Mhm.
sometimes it takes a while for it to show, correct?
Yeah, it takes a while. It takes a lot of learning, a lot of mistakes, a lot of lesson learned, a lot of experiences, and it takes time.
So let's get over the mistakes for a minute, and I wanna know this really fun thing about you. A game changer that made your podcast go from, "Okay, a few people," to, "Oh my god, look at it. People are watching, people are excited." What is the difference? What did you do?
I'm not sure if I made anything in particular that made a huge difference, but when I reached out to the first guest, I didn't think he was going to say yes, but he's big. Like this guy that I like invited on my podcast, like he's big. Like he's a big influencer. And then I sent the episode to my sister and then she listened to it and she's like, "Oh my gosh, how did you get this guy to say yes? Like he's so big, he's such a big influencer in the industry." And I was like, I don't even know. I just had to believe in myself and trust myself that, just because I'm new, it doesn't mean that no one is gonna come to me. And then I am also interviewing a director, movie director tomorrow, She's a local director. I did not expect her to say yes, but she did say yes. So,
Yay, I know you're excited about
yes,
that.
very much. Yes.
Good. So so your tip would be go outside your comfort zone.
Go outside of the comfort zone and also like reach out, even those that you think might say no. Just because you're not like famous and successful, it doesn't mean that someone is not like people will not say yes to you. Because I'm part of this community of like podcasters, and they said you control your own like podcast and everything. And they were telling me that people love to be guests on podcasts. Like you will get more yeses than just no's. And so they were like, just go ahead and reach out to these people. Like don't be afraid of reaching out to them, even the biggest ones out there. So that's an advice I learned from being part of this community.
What a great tip.
Yeah.
Wow. All
Yeah.
right. Now, as a podcaster and listening to other podcasters and other people who, are starting their own business and everything, what would you think that they need to stop believing?
So when it comes to podcasting, I think people think that you need to be a great speaker,
Mm,
but I don't think it's necessary.
mm,
I think if you listen to other podcast shows, I think one thing that it's good about podcasting is that you decide your own format. You can have an interview format or you can have a solo format. There are a few things that you have to like work on, like, the pace of the speaking style, like, don't say filler words and stuff like that. But you don't need to be a great speaker for it. Like I think there is a notion that, oh, for me to be a podcaster, I need to know how to speak. I don't think you need any of those things. You just have to have a lot of curiosity and you have to be open on listening to other people's story. So,
Great advice. And listening to other people's story is like the main thing and getting it and loving it. You have to love it.
yes, you need to have a big passion for it because when it comes to recording and editing, it's a lot of work and it takes a lot of your time, and you need to know how to edit stuff, how to remove, cut stuff from an audio recording. But you need to have a big passion for it. Like you have to really love what you're doing because it's gonna take a lot of your time.
Yeah. Well, talking about time, you have a full-time job and you also are a podcaster with an amazing, amazing group of followers. So the question is how do you find the time to do that?
It's called time blocking.
Mm.
Yes. Um, I'm pretty organized. I do have a to-do list. I do have a Google Calendar. I do block of my time, and if I put it on the calendar that I need to do something, I get to do it. I make myself accountable for the things that I write down.
Oh, wow. Okay. Time blocking and accountability. You just threw 2 things in the mix here that people have a challenge with, and you just do it.
I do. I do, and when people say I don't have time, it's not true. It's
You
not true.
always find the time, right?
We all do. It's about priorities.
Ooh, another you are just dropping nuggets here. So, the priority, it's if it's a priority for you, you're going to do it. If
Yes,
it's not, you're not.
that's it.
So, let's talk about that and the priorities. So, starting the podcast, all right? Some people are on the edge thinking, "I wanna start something. I wanna start a podcast. I wanna start a business. I just
Mhm.
wanna start something, or I wanna write a book." Whatever it is, but they're not doing anything. What would you tell them?
You need to surround yourself with those people because they are the projection of your future self.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I, so I'm very much into like creating things, exploring my creative side. And I know I told you like I'm not officially an entrepreneur, but I do go to a lot of events of entrepreneurs because I like to get ideas from them. And so you have to surround yourself with those kind of people. Like if you want to have a podcast, you have to surround yourself with like podcasters. If you want to launch a business, you have to surround yourself with like business owners. Because it's related to like visualization and
Mhm.
how you see yourself in the future. And it happens like if when you surround yourself with those kind of people, you eventually become like them.
Yeah, you can tell somebody where they're gonna be in the next 5 years by who they hang out with.
Yes. Yes.
That's it. So, what about and we're all there, I'm just gonna be blunt, and what about someone who's sitting there going, "Okay, it's just time to throw in the towel. I can't do it anymore." What would you recommend for them to do?
To just jump on the opportunity, you don't need to be 100% ready. You're gonna learn along the way.
You'll learn along the way, 100%. That's
Yeah.
it. Don't get frustrated, just keep going. That's it.
Yeah. Yeah. And it's all about consistency.
Ooh, oh, another one. You keep dropping all these bombs. Just so you know, the consistency thing is key. It does I mean, if you can just be consistent and just move a little bit every day, just a minuscule.
Yeah, it's honestly consistency will get you far. You're not gonna see the results right away, but you will see the results one day at the end of the day. And it's a little bit like the story of Bud Bunny. I do have to bring this up because I read about his story about how he was a cashier and then he would like write down music after work, and he did it for so many years, and now he eventually won the Grammys. He's gonna sing at the Super Bowl, and he did it for 10 years. Like for 10 years we did not hear, like he had to do all of these things into eventually his success was finally celebrated and he was recognized for the work that he did all these times.
Oh, wow, just constant, just taking a little step every
Yeah,
day.
yeah, yeah.
Wow. Alright, that makes me think I need to go back to the gym every day. Alright. Future sneak peek into your world, into the podcasting, any more books? What's going on?
Yeah, I definitely want to be part of this podcast world. I do want to also publish a second book and I do want to deliver a TEDx eventually, and I know it will happen. So that's my big ambitious goal.
Yeah, and just so you guys know, she's a fabulous storyteller, and I think she needs to write some articles for us on storytelling so you guys can, like, understand how to make things come alive.
Hmm.
Mm. You can look at her when she talks, I mean, she smiles, everything, she comes alive 100%. Alright. Alright, now the fun thing. Tell us something unexpected that we wouldn't think about you that you've done.
You know what? I'm an open book. I'm an open book. I don't think there is anything unexpected about me. Everything is just written on my face.
So you've never done anything crazy?
I don't think so. I
Okay.
honestly don't think so.
Okay, I'll give you mine. You're gonna come up with one.
I
You
wanna know.
promise? I
Yes.
think you will, but it probably won't be as crazy, okay? So, I have been known to tabletop dance. Mhm,
Oh,
mhm. I dare you, Angel, to get up there and dance. Okay.
that's quite like unexpected.
Yeah, see? Yeah, so you've never, like, skydive, you never, like, parachuted,
No,
or done
I'm
anything?
I'm way too scared. The only thing, and but it's not unexpected. The only thing that I would say extreme is that I do boxing.
Okay, no, 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 that is not rare. That is rare. I mean, there's
Really?
not what is the percentage of women? Yeah, I mean, it's become popular now for women to take boxing, but no, not that many. I mean, I had to learn in 7th grade because I was bullied, but as a whole, no, your average woman is not there with boxing gloves boxing. That is cool. Okay, you need to use that from now on.
You know what? I do love wearing my boxing gloves. I feel like I just transform myself into a warrior. Like that's the feeling I have every time I wear those boxing gloves. I'm telling you, I love wearing them. Just wearing them, I just feel so powerful.
So, there you go. I told you you had one. We were gonna get it out of you. I knew it. All right. Let's pump up some volume. Do you have a song that you love that you wanna share with us?
So I like the song "This Girl Is on Fire" by Alicia Keys. First of all, I love Alicia Keys. I love how her songs are pretty clean in general, and this song in particular, it keeps me going.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
I worked for SiriusXM, and we were, like, the sponsor for an event, and so I got to stand next to her for a few things, a few photos. It was
Oh,
so much fun. She's sweet. She's really nice too.
oh, I'm sure. I'm sure she does come across very sweet.
She does. She
Yeah.
does. All right, what about books or books? Tell us about your book again so they can go get it.
So my book is called Discovering Your Identity: A Rebirth from Intuition Struggle, and it's available on Amazon.
Mhm.
And my favorite book is called The Ikigai, The Japanese Secret to a Long and Happy Life. And it's a book that really transformed my life. Like I love that book. I always recommend it to people. Like I always say, if you want to find the purpose in life, you have to read this book.
Wow. Okay, I'm going back a minute. I love that book too, by the way. I wanna go back a minute because I think you got another unexpected for him. You ready? And I
Oh,
don't know this for sure, but I'm just guessing it's more than one. How many languages do you speak?
almost five.
I knew that. Mhm. I had to bring that out. I just knew it was more than just 1 or 2. I knew it. Especially for the fact that your podcast is such an international success. I mean, you have to speak more than just 1 or 2 languages,
Yeah, I do.
definitely.
I do.
Mhm. Alright. Now, words to live by.
Be
A
the
quote.
change you be
Oh,
the change you want to see in the world
say it
by
one more
Gandhi.
time.
Be the change you want to see in the world by Gandhi.
Oh, really good. I love it. Alright, this is one of my favorite things to ask 'cause I love to see what's in the back of people's minds. A superpower for just 24 hours, what would it be?
I think teleportation
Where would you go? What would you do?
everywhere. Honestly, I would just go everywhere. I would love to go to Japan. I would love to go to South Korea. I would love to go to South America. I would just go. Yeah.
Just go
Yeah. Yeah. I would love to. I would love to have that power.
and explore, huh?
Yeah. Without taking the plane.
Alright. If you believe in motivation, what do you do to get motivated?
I use a lot of positive affirmation. Like I like to live by those mantras or sentences, and I'm big on vision board. So every time like I create my own vision board, I'm putting like positive words in it, like strong, bold, powerful things that are related to me and how I want to live my day each day. So that's how I get motivated. And every morning, like I try to write down, like I'm good at this. I'm strong. I'm a strong woman. I'm a confident woman. I use those words. Yeah,
Okay, so another bomb. She just dropped another bomb for you guys. She journals and writes down those words that she wants to see in herself every single day.
yeah, yeah. Because you embody them eventually.
Mhm. Definitely. You will walk the walk
Yeah.
100% and talk the talk. All right. What is the best way for our audience to stay connected with you?
So I have a YouTube channel called Urmi Hossain. I have a LinkedIn profile called Urmi Hossain. My podcast is called Stories Beyond Borders, which is available on Apple and Spotify. And I also do a lot of work with Women in Leadership Organization, which is an organization in Canada. I'm part of the Montreal chapter as a co-chair. And if people just Google Women in Leadership Foundation Canada, they can find out about the chapters, each chapter and what we do.
Oh, wow. That's amazing.
Thank you.
That really is. All right. Mic drop moment. What do you want to leave our audience with? What tip?
Everything that you need is already inside of you.
Mm, so true. All
Yeah.
right. Urmi, you are amazing. I loved
Thank
having you
you.
here with me. Mwah.
Thank you.
Thank you. Bye. Thank you so much for tuning in to this episode of Female Entrepreneurs Magazine. I hope you found inspiration, actionable tips, and a sense of connection with our incredible community of driven women. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button, leave a review, and share the episode with fellow entrepreneurs who are ready to elevate their game. Remember, your success is just the beginning, and we're here to support you in every step of the way. Until next time, keep shining, keep thriving, and remember, you have the power to create the business and life of your dreams. Stay inspired, and I'll see you in the next episode. Bye.